Alright, hello everyone. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're all doing well. We'll do more of an intro in a second, but I want to start off going over our tornado warning, which is actually not very far from me at all. This is for portions of Arapahoe County in central and northeastern Colorado. So we have some pretty tight rotation south of Watkins, Colorado. So this is moving north-northeast. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. This is to my east, northeast, just by a little bit, by about 10 or 15 miles. It is moving away from me, so I'm not in this polygon. Let me check in on stream chat. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Weston. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. So, if you are just tuning in, I'm Mr. Twister WX, and we are here with severe weather coverage. Unfortunately, I can't go chase it. Let me write a message to pin in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Donations are optional. But if you are just tuning in, seek shelter now in Watkins or Bennett, Colorado. We do have radar indicated rotation heading towards you. Okay, there's a pinned message. Let me go ahead and share the stream on our community tab. So if you are just tuning in, we are live with a tornado warning in Colorado. Alright, got that post out. So we're going to go over what we've got going on. We do have some pretty strong rotation south of the Colorado Air and Spaceport, which is right by the Denver radar. And that's moving north-northeast. Also, like to go over just this cluster of severe storms with large to very large hail and gusty, damaging winds in the Tulsa area. So near Strang, Oklahoma, that is 5 pixels of 70 dBz hail. So that is very large hail, so seek shelter now away from windows. If you are east of Tulsa, Oklahoma, near Strang, Hoot Owl, Spavinaw, Ribbon, Langley, or south of Disney. Is the Colorado tornado even in the tornado risk area? I think it's just outside of it. It might barely be in it. We'll check. I think it's just outside of it. Okay. It partially is. A small part of it is included in that. Oh, observed. So it's a tornado on the ground now. Tornado on the ground. That was pretty strong rotation, so I'm not surprised to see that was on the ground. I'm going to share this out with people in this area. Okay. So yes, it is sort of included in that 2% tornado risk. Oh, wow. My dad actually got a photo of the funnel. Because, okay, so my family's at my sister's soccer game, which is just outside of this in Parker. So, going to show you all this photo. Let me airdrop it to myself. Sorry everyone, it just takes a second, but I want to show this to all of you. Okay, let's show this in Finder. Okay, look at that. So my family is currently at a soccer game, which is out of the path of this, but it's near the tornado warning. So you can see that's 100% of funnel. That's not scud, right in there. See it? It's right in there. So my dad took that because, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I live over here near Centennial and Lone Tree. They're at a soccer game in Foxfield, so they could see it when it was over there. I guess the game had to get canceled, so there you go. Okay, I got a new video of it, but we'll go over that later. I think we want to take these storms over here. We need to focus on our storms firing in our 15% hatch tornado risk area. I'm worried about this storm near Conway Springs. You can see that's 7 scans ago. It's less than 30 minutes ago. And then look at it just blow up. Boom. Okay, I got another photo of this, also from my dad. Okay, there's that funnel in Colorado now. It's more defined now. That photo was taken at 1:19 p.m. Yeah, don't even with the massive thing, guys. But there you go. That's the funnel that was taken at 1:19 in Colorado. But we'll get back to these storms. That is our only tornado warning right now. Actually, no, it's not. We've got a new one now for Bennett. So if you're in Bennett, Colorado, or Watkins, seek shelter now. There is potentially a tornado on the ground, or soon to be on the ground. So this is our only tornado right now. Not sure what to say, just kind of insane how close this was to me. But it is in our 2% tornado risk now. And that storm is also producing some pretty significant hail near the Denver International Airport. So if you're driving near there, try to avoid windows. Do I think the moderate will get shifted to the southeast in 25 minutes? Like, they'll just extend it southeast or they'll move it southeast. Because I'm not sure. The SPC knows best, but they might move it a bit further south. But I think instead of moving it further south, they just extend it to make it look something like this. Maybe like that. If that makes any sense, but probably not as much as that. It'll probably be more like just past Ponca City. So Weston, if you're wondering if you'll be put in the moderate risk, I doubt it. Severe thunderstorm warning for that storm we were just talking about near Wichita, Kansas. Explosive development over there. That'll probably produce a tornado down the line. Not much rotation, if any at all, with it at this point. But we're going to keep an eye on it. But that's for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, so seek shelter away from windows. Near Conway Springs, south of Wichita, Kansas. Weston, I don't think you'll be included in it. Let me make another circle. I think that if they were to extend it, that little area would get like a little bit more. Maybe Ponca City, if they do even extend it, which is very questionable. So once again, we did have a very well-defined funnel and potentially a tornado on the ground near Denver, Colorado. This was at 1:19 p.m., so 1:19 p.m. Mountain Time, 19 minutes ago. And this was at 1:14, so you can see that between, that's 1:14 and that's 1:19, so it definitely did grow, but I don't know if it's on the ground. But this report over here, let me get our reports turned on. Spotter network. Here, storm reports. 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. Tornado on the ground from 1:08 to 1:17. And then tornado on the ground for this one again. So 11 minutes ago there was a tornado on the ground. So seek shelter now in Bennett or east of Watkins, Colorado, near the Colorado Airspace Port. We do have the potential to see a tornado touchdown if there is not one on the ground right now. I'm also worried about this hail near Jay, Oklahoma, approaching Sulphur Springs, Arkansas, and Southwest City, Missouri, so be prepared to seek shelter away from windows on the lowest floor of a sturdy building to protect yourself from that damaging large hail. Can somebody let me know if the fan is too loud in the background, just in the live chat, and if it is, I can turn it off. Do I think they'll extend the 10% to central Oklahoma? Also, do you think that Oklahoma will see anything? Because I've seen models that have nothing happen in Oklahoma. It really depends on if there's storms there or not. If there's not, obviously nothing will happen. But if there are, it is in that environment. And in terms of extension, are you talking about the 10% or the 10% hatched? Because they might do a little bit more just to include northern Oklahoma City. And then for that up there. Those are the potential extensions I think we could see. But if you are enjoying this stream, please do consider liking it, as that does tell the algorithm you're enjoying, and it helps get the message of these severe weather events out to more people. Near Pryor Creek in Salina, Oklahoma. Also some significant hail developing. Did y'all hear about the St. Louis EF3? I did hear about it. It's a very unfortunate situation, along with the Somerset, Kentucky one. I don't know if we saw any fatalities with the Marion, Illinois, or Bloomington, Indiana tornadoes, but still unfortunate either way, but especially because property can be replaced, but lives can't, so it's really sad to see when that type of stuff does happen. If I am quiet, it's because I'm on my phone looking for reports of these storms. Your hopes are being crushed that tomorrow's going to be bad. I really hope it's not bad, but it certainly does have that potential. I mean, first of all, look how many people are included in this. That is such a large 10% hatch tornado risk. That goes from north of Dallas all the way to southern Nebraska. Traffic camera has it. Had it on Ryan's stream. The one in Colorado. Camp, welcome into the stream if you're just tuning in. I don't know if you saw this, but my family's actually out at a soccer game right now, and that was at 1:19 p.m., which is about 24 minutes ago. And you can see a very well-defined funnel. So my dad sent that photo to me. That's not scud, that's 100% a funnel. Let me check Ryan's stream right now. Alright, I see it on Ryan's stream. Definitely is on the ground. So tornado on the ground near Bennett and Watkins, Colorado, especially near Bennett. So seek shelter now in Bennett, or if you're at the Colorado Air and Spaceport. Kids storm coverage. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. If you are just joining us, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground between the Colorado Air and Spaceport and Bennett. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows in a hallway or room such as a closet. Underground or in a storm shelter is best. But wow, take a look at that. That could actually hit the radar. It'll probably move a bit too far east to hit the radar, thankfully. But still, very crazy situation. So that is a confirmed tornado now. So once again, seek shelter in Bennett, Colorado. We do have a tornado on the ground. But as I was saying about tomorrow's risk, that is such a large 10% hatched risk. There's so many people included in that. It's going to be a big day. Unfortunately, because I do have school tomorrow, I'm not sure how much coverage we'll be able to do. But unless that's hail contamination, we might have a couple kinks of rotation near Jay, Oklahoma, Langley, Oklahoma, and Pryor Creek. One and a half inch hail report, ping pong ball size hail near Arapahoe Park, Colorado. It's weird seeing names I'm so familiar with on the weather radar for tornado warnings like this. But if you are just tuning in, please consider liking the stream as it does help out and push it further into the algorithm so we can alert more people of these weather events. And my PayPal is linked in the description if you would like to support us. It helps me pay for Radar Omega and Radar Scope, but that is completely optional, but greatly appreciated. And you will be put on the dono board. Yesterday, we had William Span up there in number 1 with the $10 dono. So let's see who will be the dono king today? King or queen? Looks like we've also got some storms forming south in southern Colorado near Orway, maybe just a little bit, one near the Pueblo radar trying to develop. You can see it just popped up on that last scan. Also got some pretty heavy rain near Fort Collins, but that storm is moving really slowly. I guess the Cheyenne radar would be better to look at that. It's also got some small hail and damaging winds. You could see those winds on the reflectivity, but that's, or the velocity, but that's not rotation. I promise you. You can even see the rotation from the Cheyenne radar. Just tells you how strong this storm is near Bennett, Colorado. Let's go to CC drop. Let's check. Just because of how close that is to the radar, there's so much contamination it's hard to tell. But nonetheless, whether there is or not, continue to seek shelter near Bennett, Colorado. We do have a tornado on the ground. Some rotation developing near Garden Plain, Kansas, so be sure to seek shelter now. Or prepare to seek shelter, not seek shelter now, sorry. We could see a tornado warning with that down the line. Okay, new tornado warning. For some reason they went radar indicated on this. It does look like it's still on the ground based off Ryan Hall's stream. I am watching that. It did strengthen really quickly. If you are just tuning in, welcome into the live stream. We are currently covering a tornado on the ground north of Bennett, Colorado. So seek shelter now near the Colorado Air and Spaceport. Please consider liking the stream if you do enjoy, and donations are optional but greatly appreciated. The PayPal is linked in the description, and the username is in the pinned message. But if anybody does have any questions, please be sure to let me know. I'm happy to answer. If you have any questions for your location, drop a zip code. Zip code, area of a state, or a city, county. But if you say a county, just specify which state it is in. But this tornado warning, for anybody wondering, is just across from Arapahoe County to Adams County right now, as we speak. just made a new community tab post, so feel free to go check that out. It's one of those days where later we're going to be seeing non-stop warnings, so we need to get ready for that. 2-inch hail report near String, Ribbon, and Langley, Oklahoma. I don't think that was 2 inches based off the radar presentation, but we'll take the report. Might have been the public. Timing and location approximated. Source public. Yeah, so probably not quite 2 inches, but I'd still guess 1.5 or 1.25. So continue to seek shelter away from windows. Near Disney, Arkansas, or Disney, Oklahoma now. Gonna go check on my NOAA weather radio to see if I'm getting any alerts on there, so bear with me, everyone. Don't have the alert on here quite yet, but it'll be on the background, so we'll be able to hear it if it does go off. It's a whole lot of static on my weather radio, so I wouldn't be able to hear it. But once again, a tornado is on the ground near Bennett, Colorado, so continue to seek shelter now, north of there, on the low floor of a sturdy building. Oh, where'd OBS go? Right, there we go. Oh wow, that's getting really strong on velocity and reflectivity, so north of Bennett, Colorado, continue to be in your safe spot. Thankfully, this is moving into a pretty rural area, even though it's not too far from the Denver metro still. But moving away from there, which is always a good thing. So if you are just tuning in, we have a tornado warning to the north of Bennett, Colorado, where there is a tornado on the ground, even though that warning says radar indicated. It is on the ground. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows. That is our only tornado warning right now, and our first tornado of the day, because that was confirmed to have touched down. But near Pineville and Noel, Missouri, near Southwest City, we'll have some storms moving in with some pretty large hail. So, seek shelter now away from windows, inside a sturdy building. If you have any questions for your area, feel free to let me know in the live chat. Just drop a zip code, an area of a state, example like northwestern Oklahoma, or a city or a county, anything like that. Sorry about that. I just had to mute up the mic for a second. We're back though. So once again, if you're near Southwest City or Nella, Missouri, near Sulphur Springs, Arkansas, or Spain or Spavinaw, Oklahoma, seek shelter now. We got very large hail in your area, and also some large hail near Garden Plain, Kansas. That storm's moving very fast near Goddard now. That's probably ping pong ball size hail now. PDS tornado warning. Now going out. Wow. PDS tornado warning going out for, so this is near Bennett, Colorado. A large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near 9 miles north of Strasburg, Colorado. Life-threatening situation. Law enforcement confirmed tornado. This is to the north of Bennett. And this storm will eventually make its way towards Roggen and Wiggins. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Once again. Well, the lights just flickered here, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. They're saying 0-inch hail with that, which is surprising. So if you are just